Where's the beef? Gamer Podcast. Hey, what's up? Clint Maximus here, and welcome to Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast. I'm here. Chris is also here. How you doing, Chris?
I am doing fine. It's been 3 weeks. We haven't released the show. We actually recorded the show last week, but I was so busy. So busy. And when I had the time, I was like on Saturday, then I was like, it doesn't make sense to release State of Play when it's been like a week already released. And if I'm going to release it Saturday, then I'm going to release another show on Tuesday. It just didn't make sense. So,
yeah. I was going to say something and I stopped myself.
What were you going to say?
I was going to say, yeah, because we have so many listeners. There's like one guy like, yeah, I'm listening.
What? I mean, come on. That's hurtful.
Oh.
I mean, when we release in a consistent way, we actually do get, like, let's say if we released 4 episodes in a row in a consistent way, we actually do get more listeners. Then just like, because there's so much content on the internet, then they forget about the show when they don't get that, like, they usually content of the Tuesday. So they just move on.
Okay. Content of the Tuesday. It sounds like a podcast. Welcome to Content of the Tuesday. Nice. So what have you been playing lately?
I just platinumed the Mortal Kombat 11.
MK11, nice.
On the PS5. I platinumed this game 2 years ago on the PS4. Now I platinumed again on the PS5.
Did you get the Ultimate Edition with all the enhancements and shit?
No.
Just the PS4, but you get some enhancements, surely. And can you play like in higher frame rate?
No, still 60. That's dumb.
It's still what?
It's still 60 on the PS4. Every fighting game is 60. There's no fighting game that's not 60.
I don't know. That's why I'm asking. Can't you play on like 120 or something?
Since the PS2 era, it's been 60 FPS. But yeah, I don't get 120 FPS on the PS5, which is weird. Like, why? Like, yeah, sure, it looks more crispy. It's native 4K now, not, upscaled 4K. It's like, no, okay. But it's like, give me 120, bitch. Why not give me 120?
I have Mortal Kombat Ultimate Edition for the PS5. I should install and check it. But the thing is, there's no point because I don't have a proper TV. That's why when I get my proper TV, I will do so.
I mean, if you already played the whole ultimate content, I don't think there's any point.
Well, the only thing I didn't do was the second part of the DLC, the story mode.
Okay.
I did the first half, and it was really good. I enjoyed it. I didn't do the second. Maybe I played a little bit of the second half, and I didn't finish it because I'm pretty sure some other game came in, and I started playing that. So yeah, I should finish that second story. So I'll probably do that. Yeah. Noise.
Yeah. There's some trophies they auto pop, but not all of the trophies. So the online ones they don't pop. The fatality ones they don't auto pop because I already platinumed it on the MK11. There's a lot of games where all of the trophies they just automatically pop when you play the PS5 version. The Mortal Kombat 11 doesn't. Just some of them, but the ones that actually do pop are actually the hard ones and the very time-consuming ones. So this took me around maybe 5 hours to just like complete everything else, which was, it wasn't a hurdle. If I was gonna redo everything else, I wouldn't have platinumed the game again.
Yeah. Well, it's cool. At least you platinumed it. It's good. It is good. Yeah, I think I'll reinstall that again once I get my big fucking 100-inch TV. Covers the wall. Full HD, full H 4K, whatever the fuck it is. Right.
Well,
should we take a look and see what's going on in news today?
You're not that rich to buy a 100-inch TV.
That's what you wish. That's what you want. Let's take a look at news today. So we've got Ghost of Tsushima creators have been made ambassadors of the actual island, which is nice. I actually read this story before because it was something I thought was really interesting. So the real life island of Tsushima has honored the work of Sucker Punch producers by making both the game director and creative director Ghost of Tsushima tourism ambassadors. That's nice. Well, permanent tourism ambassadors, which is super cool. So they did such a good job with that game, and they really sort of went into the whole culture thing of of that era. What was that era called? Is it Genko?
I don't know. I don't remember.
I think it's the Gen. I was just reading it somewhere. Yeah, I was right there. So even a lot of Japanese people who do not know the history of Genko period when it comes to the world, the name and location of Tsushima, it's literally unknown to a lot of people. So obviously this game has just propelled this historic part of history, in a video game, and they've done a phenomenal job with it. I think it's brilliant. That was definitely one of my favorite games of. It was last year, that one, yeah.
Yeah, last year.
It was last year. Yeah. It was such a good game. Such a good game. Loved it. One of the few open world games where I actually went and looked for everything. Yeah. Anything you want to add for Ghost of Tsushima?
So I'm reading. I opened Wikipedia. So the Mongols' invasion was between 1231 and 1281, when Japan was ruled by the Shiken of the Hojo clan.
Yeah.
But which period was it, Shiken? Okay. It's the Kamakura period.
Okay.
So You said something else and I said something else.
Well, I was just reading the article that you sent me. Literally, I saw Genko. I was like, that'll do. I'll just go with that.
That'll do.
Nice.
So after I'm doing some research.
Real journalism.
Journalism, it's Kamakura.
Real journalism.
Yeah. Kamakura period.
Right. Next story today. I see that FIFA.
So what's the benefits of being an ambassador in Japan?
You've been, man. You know how in Japan, the Japanese, they respect a lot of honor and that kind of stuff. I think it's a big deal. I mean, if they call you up and say, "Look, you're going to be ambassadors of an island," it's like, you know what I mean? That's something you fucking take to the grave, man.
Do you get free sushi?
I don't know. Ask them.
Or like discount code from
discount. What are you gonna?
Okay,
if you were one samurai sword, do I get discounts? Are you ambassador? Yes, I have my card somewhere in my wallet. Let me have a look.
If you're a lord, okay, from Britain, do you get like benefits, right, to being a lord?
Course. Yes.
It's very easy. It's very easy being a lord in England.
You can buy land and shit. I know. I've seen the fucking the news feed on my Instagram. You are now a lord.
and it doesn't have to like a big acre land. It has to be like any land. So why not buy some land, Clint? Become Lord Clint Maximus.
I don't want to become Lord fucking Clint Maximus. I just want fast internet.
What's the benefits of being a lord? What kind of discounts do you get? Benefits of
being a lord.
Being a lord. Do you get like discount at McDonald's?
I very, very much doubt it.
You'd be like, yeah, like you go to McDonald's, like Happy Meal. This is like £6, but I'm a lord. Okay, £5.50. £5.50.
Start negotiating. You cheap bastard. You cheap ass lord. It's a fucking cheeseburger. It's like £1. Yes, I will pay 50p. No, I will pay half. I'm a lord. Heaven forbid you're a lord.
Oh my god! If I was a lord, dude, I would name it. I would wear a name tag, Lord Chris. I shall be henceforth only named by Lord Chris. You will address me as Lord.
Now rub my feet. Right. Okay. Next story. We get into FIFA and Fortnite players in Saudi Arabia have pushed telecom giants to boost gaming response times. Don't Doesn't Saudi Arabia already have like fucking fast internet?
But look, it's garbage. It's not. Look, it's not just about speed. It's about how good the servers run for a specific game, and.
Right.
And in Lebanon, and when I play a game in Lebanon, I never want to connect on servers in Dubai. Even though Dubai is closer to me, so the distance for me to go from Lebanon to Dubai is closer. So logically, I should get less latency, right? Because latency is the speed to connect from one point to another. And but I always connect in France, even though France is a lot further than me, because they have better servers there. So like if they actually do make a better gaming servers in the Middle East and Saudi, that would actually like benefit a lot of people in Middle East.
Nice. Well, I see that Saudi Arabia is measuring the gaming response times across the major telecom networks in the latest move by the government to encourage investment in the booming industry, because that's pretty much what a lot of people are into. You've seen the Comic Cons and all that kind of stuff. There's a massive Saudi Arabian fan base that go to these. Even everywhere in the States, in Europe, there is a massive, massive, massive Saudi Arabian budget. I'm going to say that because I think that's the word to use. They throw money at it. So yeah, they've got a massive gaming community there. It's huge. A lot of their YouTubers, they get like millions and millions of hits. It's crazy.
So do you know why this something like MBS wanted to do before? And they were gonna do there was like a 1 billion project he was gonna do with Jeff Bezos, but after the murder of Jamal Khashoggi and MBS allegedly ordered the murder, and Jamal Khashoggi he used to work for the Washington Post. And Washington Post is owned by Jeff Bezos. So after Jeff Bezos heard about this, and he let Washington Post to release any news they want, and they were going very hard against the Saudi kingdom and everything. And MBS saw this as like a.
I think you mentioned the story a couple of episodes ago.
Anyways, the point is they were gonna do a big project, and Jeff Bezos was like, "See ya, bro. I'm not gonna, work with you with your shady ass." That's why he's like trying to encourage other companies. Come to me, please. We want servers. We have oil and money. Come.
Well, let's see.
Yeah.
Let us see. Right? Next
You're so
story
scared to give any kind of comment.
No, I'm just not bothered, to be honest. I don't really care. That's the difference.
So I'm just giving a bit of backtrack history why this is because this should have been like implemented long ago, but it was on hold. Yes, I know.
Right.
I know about politics, but I don't.
Well, that is good. Give yourself a pat on the back.
What an asshole.
Next story. Fall Guys bought by Fortnite maker Epic Games. The British video company behind 2020 smash hit Fall Guys Ultimate Knockout has officially been bought by Epic Games. So the company is said to be being bought by the maker of Fortnite is a huge win for Fall Guys. So obviously they're going to be getting a lot of investment, and I think Fall Guys. I think they announced, didn't they, Fall Guys for Switch, didn't they, during the last Nintendo Direct? They announced that it was coming, so.
And no one gave a shit.
You did. You went out and oh, Fall Guys, woo. Gonna get Fall Guys, man. I don't think I didn't even play it when it came out on PS4, man.
Yeah,
and
it's
it was
too
free.
Late.
It was free when it came. I didn't even bother myself. Didn't even know what it is.
So this is a win for Fall Guys Studios because they got their hit right, and but because of the fame of Fall Guys really died down really fast. And then, I mean, sure, there might be like a cult following now, but it's not to the levels of, Rocket League. Rocket League is still greatly popular. Even
it's still
today.
good. Rocket League. I was playing Rocket League quite recently as well. It's still good.
Yeah, but I'm saying the point is that Rocket League still has a very large following. Well, Fall Guys isn't financially beneficial enough. They don't have that big push anymore, or like the number of players to keep this game afloat. So they got their money's worth. They made a lot of money. Probably the CEO or whoever owns the company were like, yeah, he just cashed out and just sold the company to Epic Games, which is good. If Epic Games doesn't it doesn't make sense for Epic Games to fire the people who made Fall Guys, then what's the point of buying a company without its people? Because the company is nothing without the people, right? So at least the employees will have somewhere to work, right? Because they can work on some next game where Epic comes along, give some ideas. Yeah, you guys, make this game or whatever. Or maybe they blend with other kind of teams, whatever. So yeah, this is a big win for the studio. What was it called?
I think, what was it? I forgot the studio was actually called. Yeah, no, it's good. If Epic Games come in, I'm sure they're going to fire everybody. You don't need you, don't need you, don't need you. You stay, don't need you. Man, everyone's fucking replaceable, man. Always remember that in any fucking business. Doesn't matter how fucking good you are. There's always someone better than you.
Yeah, but what's the point? Let's say I bought Bethesda company and I fired everybody from Bethesda. What?
I'm not going to fire everybody. I'm just going to keep the ones that are actually good.
I fired Todd Howard. Like, what's the point? He's fucking Bethesda. You're buying Todd Howard.
Cool. Right. Next story today. Rockstar owner, argues players?
Yes, argues.
Are ready for $70 games. What? He's saying that they're ready for it or that they're not ready for it?
They are ready for it. How are we? Is anybody ready to pay extra money? I'm never ready to pay more money.
That's crazy. Well, anyway, the much criticized release of NBA 2K was priced at $69.99. That was for the next gen versions. And yeah, they got a lot of criticism for that. And I think there's a lot of games that have been released at $70, I think, if I'm not mistaken. But then again, if you buy the regular versions on PS4 or Xbox One, some of them give you the free update, and then there's those bastards who like to charge $10 to give bait, so you're still paying $70. So
yeah, like Call of Duty.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, but a lot of people, there was some. Anyway, I can't remember. Some people were buying it with the enhancements on it, and I think it was installing the PlayStation 4 version of it or something, or the Xbox One version, and people didn't even bloody notice.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like it's the upgrade is not that worth it unless you're playing on a 120 FPS TV. Because Call of Duty does have 120 FPS.
That should be quite kind of cool going on 120. Yeah. You put that in performance mode, that'll look
stable.
Good.
It's not 120 stable. Like it drops down to 100, 110, and 109. It's like, what's the point? I just rather stick to something stable than have unreliable frame rate.
Yeah. Well, anyway, I mean, I'm sure you'll see a difference if you start playing in 120 and whatever. But for now, I'm just happy with HD and whatever and the normal shit. As long as I can see what the fuck I'm doing, I'm happy.
30 years ago, I will never upgrade. I still have my flip phone.
Flip phone? It's true, I do. Still got my old Nokia from like 20 years ago, the one that flips. Cool. Right. Microsoft is looking into a fix.
Well, wait. Did they say why? What was the reason, or we just skimmed over that?
I don't know. I didn't really say why. I mean, I'm just having a look through it now because it just says we announced our $70 price point for NBA 2K21. our viewers that were ready to offer an X-ray of extraordinary experiences. I think you paid that amount because you get the open. I think with the next gen version, you got the open world map, right, in NBA, but the open world was terrible. I hated it. I thought it was shite. It's like, yeah, you got to prove your worth. Hang on, I can't go in and just no. You got to go online and get points.
Yeah, exactly.
Get up to a certain amount, and then you're allowed in. It's like what? And because no one had a fucking PS5 when I had it, there was like 2 people on there, and I was like, oh my god, this is gonna take forever.
and still no one has a PS5.
Man, that means there's probably like 5 people just playing ball trying to get inside this fucking city. It's insane. It's
exactly.
Stupid.
Most of the PS5 are just in fucking in someone's basement trying to sell it for $1,000.
Yeah. Well, anyway, fuck 'em. I think it was a bit stupid, that one. So where was I now? Right, next story. So Microsoft looking into a fix for unresponsive Xbox controller issues. I don't think I've ever had an issue with an Xbox controller though. Have you ever had? I mean, maybe the battery is running out. That's like the most I've ever had, but I don't think I've ever had an issue.
I have the Titanfall Edition Xbox controller. And the right D-pad button, I have to click it maybe twice or 3 times for it to sometimes take the input. It doesn't always take the input 100% of the time. So yeah, I do have.
Well, anyway,
issues.
I think it's more of I don't think it's an actual design thing. From what I'm seeing, players are experiencing unresponsive buttons on their Xbox Series X and S controllers, and Microsoft is already looking to fix this issue. So it could be an update thing. It could be, I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe it's a hardware thing.
Yeah, it's a hardware because I told you the overall design is still the same, and I told you my Xbox controller, the D-pad, the left button, that's unresponsive. It doesn't take the input every single time. I have to really click it hard sometimes for it to take. I mean, it's fine. I don't complain much because I don't do fighting games a lot, and you don't actually use that much the D-pad. You know, it's more of the analog or whatever.
Yeah.
But still, it's not something you want from your brand new controller. Like it's at $80 controller, you want it to work 100% of the time. Yeah. So yeah, it's kind of shitty. This is a problem with mostly even with Nintendo with the Joy-Con drift. They still have issues with the Joy-Con drift. Even if you get a Nintendo release in 2021, there's a risk for it to have a Joy-Con drift, which is crazy, right? Like, yeah, you understand, there's gonna be some rough edges buying a console the first year or so, but after that, you should be like, fine. You'd be like, you should be like really not afraid to buy a console. Let's say Slim, let's say PS4 Slim. You would know that this thing's gonna work. They got all the kinks out, right? Yeah, exactly. So it's crazy because this Xbox controller has been the same since the Xbox One, and they still are getting responsive issues, which is crazy because it's the same, right? You have one. What's the difference?
It feels more. You're gonna laugh when I say this. It feels more hollow than because I have an Xbox One controller in my bag that I use when I'm playing PC games, and I use that. And then when I go to the Xbox Series S, I don't know. Is the S and the X the same thing, or is it like a different controller?
No, it's the same thing.
It's the same thing, right? Yeah. So when you play with the Xbox Series S controller, the white one, it just feels. It doesn't feel as solid as the Xbox One. Like if you put them both in your hand, you can feel the weight difference for sure already. It's like, oh, and then you feel like, I don't know, maybe the plastic's a bit more flimsy, or maybe it's like it's been cheapened down a little bit, but it just doesn't. I don't know. It just feels hollow, especially when like it vibrates. You know when it vibrates when the things go off. It sounds like it sounds like a phone. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? Sometimes I pick up the phone, I think I have a message. It's not. It's the bastard controller.
So do you think they tried to cut some costs with the,
I think they did.
Whatever?
I think there's definitely corners cost because, for me, the Xbox One is one of the best controllers ever. It really is. It's still a good, solid controller, that. Like compared to the PlayStation 5 controller, you can see the difference in quality already straight away. It's like, ooh, and plus with the rumble and the triggers on the PlayStation 5, it doesn't compare.
Yeah.
You can see that's why that's an expensive controller, because they've really put some ideas into this. But the Xbox, the new Xbox ones, just, I don't know, they just feel hollow.
My friend got the Xbox Pro controller. It's the best controller.
Oh,
ever.
that's an amazing controller. The Elite thing.
The Elite one. It's hands down the best controller ever. It's not just the best controller on the market. Not just like, there's like other brands like Scuff and Razer and whatever. None of them compare with the Xbox Elite controller if you're going to buy it on PC. Like, don't look for anything else. This is the best controller ever. The buttons, they feel so tactical. It's like buying a mechanical keyboard, like how clicky they are. Click, 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 click. Yeah. They feel like that, and you can like change the D-pads. You can change the analogs, higher, lower. It's like such a professional controller. And so it's what Xbox is known for. So it's they shouldn't, taint this one thing they're like so good at, right? With like Xbox Gold and Xbox controller, because right now they're on very finicky line. They need to be perfect at everything. Everything they do, they should be perfect, right? So they cannot what do you call do any mistakes.
I know what you mean.
Handle mistakes. No. Come on, you're English. Come on, help me with the words.
I'm just listening to you, and I'm not just agreeing with you. I'm like, Well, anyway, it was good.
Yeah.
Nice. Should we get into our next one?
Yes.
GTA 5 on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series X won't just be a simple port, says Take-Two CEO. So, do you remember? What was it? Was it the PlayStation 5 show thing? Was that what it was, where we saw Rockstar?
Yeah.
I think me and you both went, "Oh, GTA 6." Well, I definitely went GTA 6, and then it was like GTA 5 again. And we're like, "Oh, how many times are they going to rehash this game?"
I was still in high school when this game came out. Like, it's crazy.
Still coming out.
I graduated university and still
fucking releasing this shit. Oh. Well, anyway, the company has said that
the next Skyrim we're gonna see is GTA 5 on microwaves. I'm surprised there's no GTA on the Nintendo Switch, even though it can probably run it pretty well.
It probably can, because it was a PS3 game, wasn't it? I think originally.
Yeah. Exactly.
I'm sure it can run it. I bet you they are working on it. And you know what I think? I have a feeling they're going to release it with the Nintendo Pro.
You think that before the Pro wasn't announced, they're going to do it the same with the PlayStation? The first game we'll see is GTA.
That's what I think. You're going to see Rockstar. I'm going to start laughing.
Or, the biggest troll would be GTA 6 premiere would be on the Nintendo Switch. Oh my God.
Nintendo Switch Pro. Oh my God. I think I'd probably still laugh because I wouldn't believe it. I'm like, no, that's not true. That's not happening.
So what they're going to add, like, I remember when they released it on the PS4, they made the first person. And that was it. I think that was like the biggest difference.
Like some enhancements with textures and rendering and that kind of stuff, but that was about it.
Yeah. I remember
it wasn't
like the
overly impressive. It looked the same to me.
What the fuck they're gonna do with the PS5? 60 FPS and 4K. We know. All the ports are gonna get 4K 60. We get it. You don't have to make a big deal about it every time. I'm looking at you, Crash Bandicoot 4.
Well, anyway, they've said that the remastering has always been a part of the strategy. They're saying that they're going to be doing a good job with this. It's not just going to be a simple port. They said we've improved the technology, we've upgraded the visuals, and we've made performance enhancements as well. And they think it'll do good. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, is it free for PlayStation 5 owners?
If you have the game, I guess.
If
so.
you have the game, right?
So I'm thinking, when you upgrade the game from the PS3 to the PS4, can you still do it? You're like, okay, I've been with this. Was there? I'm thinking something. PS3 to PS4 GTA upgrade physical disc. How to upgrade PS4 to GTA 5. I'm trying to find it. I'm seeing if there was an upgrade version for the GTA 5 one. Upgrade program. I'm just checking. I know Black Flag was it, and Battlefield 4 it was. Yeah, I don't think GTA 5 was.
Okay. Well, I'm reading here. I think it is going to be for free for PlayStation 5 owners, even if you have or you don't have the game. So I'm presuming it'll be like the PlayStation Plus game, maybe. It'll be GTA 5.
No. Here's what I'm thinking. Do you remember if you have Assassin's Creed Black Flag on the PS3, and if you wanted to play on the PS4, you would insert the physical disc and pay $10, right?
Right.
So imagine this was the same case for the GTA 5. You had it on the PS3, you insert the disc on the PS4 and pay $10, you get the upgrade, right?
Right.
So imagine now the PS5 version are coming out. You're just gonna insert the PS3 disc.
I don't know. It may because that's just gonna spit it out. No. No.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, was it from the plan of the upgrade? That's what I can't find anything about. I don't think so. I don't think it was an upgrade. Yeah, it wasn't. Yeah, it wasn't.
All right.
Anyways.
Cool.
Yeah.
Next one. We're getting into Resident Evil 8, which I am super excited for because of the last... Well, not because of the actual thing that we watched, but just because I'm hyped about Resident Evil 8. I've been playing through all the Resident Evil games. I did 4, I did 5. I'm now on 6, which I think is pretty underrated, by the way. I'm playing 6 now, and I actually like it more than I did when I first played it. So, I don't know, maybe I've just got an appreciation for it now. And then I'm going to do the remakes 2 and 3. I'll do Revelations 1 and 2, and then I'll do 7, and then I'm hoping I should be done for May when 8 comes out. So, it looks like the Resident Evil 8 pre-orders are getting ready, so you can get the best edition, the price for you. I like the tag that's on this, by the way. It says, get your hands on Resident Evil 8 pre-orders and let the big vampire lady get her hands on you, if you know what I mean. That's cool. So you can snag your Resident Evil 8 pre-orders. I think online as well you can get the pre-orders on PlayStation Network or Xbox, whatever you're getting it on. The release date is May 8th, and yeah, it's coming out on PS5, PS4, Xbox Series X and S, Xbox One, and PC. So, and yeah, anything else I can add to that? Not really. It is actually a direct sequel to Resident Evil 7. So, did you play Resident Evil 7? Did you start playing it?
No, playing other games.
Fair enough. So are you gonna play 8 when it comes out?
I don't have the money.
If I give it to you, would you play it?
Yes.
I love it. Yes.
Dude, I haven't bought the games for 2 years. It's $60 for the game? Are you crazy? You think I'm rich?
Will it be $60 or $70 for you because it's PlayStation 5?
The only thing, I'm only like slowly adding some money in my wallet and the PlayStation account, and I'm just waiting for like super insane sales, like when games are in $10.
Yeah, well, that's what I've been doing, to be honest. Same thing.
Yeah, I'm not joking. Like, again, I'm fine with it because it's like I have so many games. Like, if I don't buy any games from here to, let's say, in 10 years, I still have more than enough games to play.
I have a question. Do you have games in your collection that are still sealed that you didn't open yet?
Oh, maybe like 20 or 30 games. Yeah.
And you're always telling me off, man, stop buying games. Finish your games. I know for a fact that you've got games that aren't even open.
Yes, but because I was an addict, but now I was rehabilitated.
Rehabilitated.
Yes, exactly.
Rehabilitated from, yes, my name is Chris and I am a gaming addict. Hey, Chris, how you doing? You know, in one of those round circles. telling their gaming stories.
and I'm just like, I don't see the point anymore to buy games day one. In all honesty, I would just buy them because I would always go into the hype of, being with the community and talking with everybody the same thing. I was like, the only game I would see a point buying day one is actually an online game, because that's when most of the community will be together to play together online together. But if it's single player, there's really no point. In all honesty, there isn't no point. Just like wait a couple of months. It's gonna be on sale for like half price. Valhalla, every month I'm seeing sales for it for $30 and $25.
I bought it for I bought it for cheap when I got, because I waited. It wasn't a game that I was like desperate to play, but I will probably get Resident Evil 8 probably on day one because I'm a fan. It'll be like one for the collection, like the ones I buy certain games for the collection, and that'll be one of them. So,
I mean, after buying Cyberpunk day one, I was like, yeah, I have no fucking motivation to buy games day one anymore. Except if it's fucking maybe, I don't know, the new Final Fantasy game.
Fair enough. Yeah. Nice. All right. Should we get into our next story?
Yeah, sure.
PlayStation 5 will let you use a banana as a controller. Apparently, there's been a patent application that shows the system can let you use a banana, or at least fruit, or two bananas to become a game controller. That can't be real.
No, you haven't seen... Dude.
I saw it, but I don't understand what it is.
Yeah. Have you seen the stream where a guy beats Dark Souls with a banana?
No.
No, you haven't?
I haven't seen that, no.
Guy beats Dark Souls with bananas. Just Google it. You'd find it like an instant.
All right.
He just beats the game with a banana.
What, like in the game he has a banana, or he's eating a banana while he's playing?
No. He uses bananas to beat the game.
It's hilarious. So what's the point of having fruit?
I think this is maybe they're gonna make some first party game where like there's gonna be a gimmick controller released with it, which makes sense. But I feel like maybe this is a fuck you to Nintendo because of Donkey Kong. Maybe Nintendo is gonna make a Donkey Kong game and they cannot make a banana type of controller
like a banana
anymore.
Controller, yeah.
Yeah, because this is more of a Nintendo thing, right? Because Nintendo always released like specific accessories for just one game. That's it. Like for the Pokeball, for the Let's Go Pikachu recently, right? Like literally that Pokeball, you can only use it for Pokemon Let's Go, and that's it. Or the drums for the Donkey Kong game, Donkey Kong
I remember
game,
the drums,
rhythm game. For was it on 64 or GameCube? I don't remember.
I can't remember what the fuck it was on, but I remember the ads for it. I remember Donkey Kong banging on those fucking bongos.
Yeah, on the bongos. And there was one, the Hey Pikachu game on the 64. If you remember, there's like, you have to buy a microphone, like specific accessory and the headset with the microphone so you can talk with your Pikachu. Like, this is more of a Nintendo thing. So I don't understand why would they want to do something like that.
I don't know.
There's no audience for it.
Maybe you just want to target, I don't know, something fun. I don't know, maybe kids. Like you said, maybe they have a bunch of stuff coming out. That's going to be different, like kind of like Nintendo with the cardboard box thing. You know, I forgot what that's called now. Logo, Flego. I forgot the hell it was called. You know, I never used it because it's not something I'm into. But maybe it's something like that. You know, just like a quirky
but most
thing.
of their audience is already, you know, most of the audience they're gonna target already are on the Nintendo side. So
Yeah,
I don't know, but they were a big hit with the life toy to life ones. What is it called? Skylanders. I know Skylanders was huge when they did it on the PlayStation, and that's what they mainly was the focus. The focus. I know they were on Nintendo or too, but mainly it was more popular on the PlayStation. And I remember it was super popular. I remember when I used to work at Maher's, you know where it is.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm hearing. I keep hearing scratching now sounds from you for like 10 minutes non-stop.
Scratching sounds?
Yes, this.
Oh, that's me shaking my legs.
Oh my god! If this is being picked up on the microphone, I'm gonna go crazy.
I very much doubt it. I think it's because my mic is hanging on my left, the one that I talk to you on the laptop.
But
my recording mic is on a different mic.
I will buy a ticket to Dubai and kill you.
Well, you can come and, I don't know, do some shopping while you're here as well.
Yeah, so what I was saying, I always lose my train of thoughts when I'm being distracted.
That's a bit worrying. Yes, I feel it too, baby. Do you feel me? No, sorry, I was playing Switch. Sorry, darling.
I get really distracted with background noises, like annoying background noises. If someone was, let's say we're having conversation while we're eating at dinner, and if someone is chewing loudly with his mouth open, either I'll get up.
That sounds like a beef.
I would literally get up, change my place, or I would punch him in the face. I have done it. I have never punched someone. I just always leave the table because I cannot stand the loud chewness and the shit food you see in their mouth. Like, why we gotta have to eat with your mouth open? Why? Why your mouth open has to be? Why your mouth has to be open where all the bugs can come inside your mouth and you chew bugs with the food and you spit out the food from your mouth that you paid for and the disgustingness. Anyways, what's the next story, please?
Right, so Square Enix bans almost 6,000 players for real money trading on Final Fantasy XIV. I have a feeling this is you. Listen, guys, I need dollars. So let's trade. Come on. Let's get this done. Come on. So yeah, they've banned a bunch of players for it. Oh, hang on, it's frozen. It's not moving. Oh, my phone froze. Bloody hell, I was just about to read it and it went conk. Go on then, tell me, what have you got?
Yeah, confirmed the existence of players who are engaging in this illicit activities. So, 5,037 accounts in real money trading. What the fuck were they saying? Okay, player who discover any confirmed cheat would under no circumstances or exploit. Okay, but what would they selling? That's what I want to know.
In addition, I've got it open now. In addition, any witnessed RMT is it for advertising? They were doing some form of advertising?
Oh, okay. I remember when I used to play. This is an MMO, so I forgot.
Okay.
So when I used to play World of Warcraft a lot, I would get whispers all the time from people who like mine gold. So their job is they wake up and they just mine gold. They make money. Their whole day is they do a lot of activities or whatever that they specifically target to get the most gold. And what they do with the gold that they sell to players. So this is illegal. You cannot sell gold currency, fake in-game currency for real money. So they're like send you messages and like I would give you these crafting items, which was really hard, was really hard to get, right? Or I would give you the this much of in-game money, because you can, players can trade for each other, and they would sell you like PayPal me money or whatever, and they would sell it to you. So these are prohibited in online games. I remember this was a big issue in World of Warcraft, because especially when World of Warcraft was when it first started, and the dude, I'm still hearing the scratching noises.
That's not me.
And
that's your ball sack hitting the side of your mic.
It's like metal. It's like you're hitting some metal or something. Like
I'm not touching anything.
Metal.
I'm not even moving.
Okay, I don't know.
There's a ghost in your machine.
I'm listening voices in my head. It's the devil. So this was a big issue, especially when World of Warcraft had shared resources in the world. So imagine, let's say, I saw an ore in a distant area, and someone just like uses his mount because he's more level up than me, just rushes to the ore and mines it before me. So I just lost the ore, right? So this is like shared resources with other players. And this sucked because these gold assholes that used to mine every single day, you would go to the area where basically you would find, gold. There would be always a wasteland, and you will always be deficient of gold. Right? And I'm like, how the fuck am I supposed to make money where there's like specific companies are like hoarding gold every single day, every single hour? They would even learn when the ores respawn. So they have like a huge schedule, and they would just teleport back and not even give you a chance, because they studied it, they learned it. That's how they make money. It's a company. So so it was a big. I don't think it's much of a big issue as of now, because the shared resources are not a thing anymore. But the crafting still is something like people would like cheat. Basically it's microtransaction, but Square Enix are not doing microtransactions. So probably if Square Enix did microtransactions, they wouldn't like. It's not the same thing, Just cutting the game shorter.
Cool. Next story today. This is actually quite interesting. Ubisoft releases a statement about the open world Star Wars game, calling it groundbreaking. That's their words. Groundbreaking. So they did the announcement for this a while back, and this was from Lucasfilm Games, saying that they're thrilled to announce that they're working with Ubisoft and Massive to develop a brand new story-driven open-world Star Wars adventure. And I tell you what, I think this is something that Ubisoft, you got to admit, Ubisoft are quite good at the open-world stuff. You got what? Assassin's Creed, Far Cry. What else have they got? They did The Division. They did something else. There was something else they did recently.
Look,
Watch Dogs.
Watch Dogs. But look, I'm going to be honest. Lately, Ubisoft has been very outdated with how they're approaching open world. Yes, there was a time where their open world approach were very innovative and like a big thing. I remember since Far Cry 3, because Far Cry 3 changed how Ubisoft's approach open world games, but since Far Cry 3, nothing really has changed that much. You still have, you go to the tower and you uncover the map and you got collectibles. You collect the shit and you capture the camp and you capture another resource camp and whatever. It's the same thing, right? It's the same with Assassin's Creed. You go up high in a mountain and you synchronize and you see collectibles, you collect the shits, and you do the raid in Valhalla and you invaded the village and you get the resources from the village. It's still the same concept. Yes, there was a time, but now it's outdated. They should approach it so differently. Please don't make it a Ubisoft, because it's not like I won't play it, but I'll be like, I've done this, done that. I'm chewing the same gum for 10 years. It lost its flavor.
I don't know. It might be different because it's actually Star Wars. You know,
come on, just slapping a skin, Star Wars skin on, but having the same, gameplay mechanics. It's not gonna be that good. Yeah, sure. The first 3-4 hours you'll be like blinded with, lightsabers and whatever. then you slowly would realize, yeah, I'm playing basically Assassin's Creed with lightsabers.
That kind of reminds me of the latest Star Wars movies as well. Everyone was so blinded. And then eventually towards the end, it's like, meh.
I remember the prequel, everybody loved it. Like, go to Google and see people's reaction when they got out from the theaters, right? Because everybody were like, Star Wars, yeah, Like, they still remember Origins being so good, right? And everybody loved it when the prequel came out, the Phantom Menace. But after slowly and surely, they started to realize, yeah, this isn't very good, is it?
With Phantom Menace, when it was released, it got very bad reviews. When it first dropped,
it got really good reviews.
No, dude, check IMDb, check Rotten. It got
dude. I'm not saying
reviews.
IMDb right now. Check YouTube. Check the initial Phantom Menace.
It was slated as being terrible.
They've been so happy.
I'm a Star Wars fan. It was all because of Jar Jar Binks. They hated him.
Dude, I'm saying the initial when they first came out the movie theater, everybody liked it, but after a couple of days when the nostalgia fade away from their minds, they started to look at it a bit more objectively, and everybody's saying like, yeah, this was kind of shit.
But what I remember coming out of the movie theaters, we were all like, okay. And I remember that. The thing is, I personally liked it, and I don't think it's a bad movie at all. But a lot of Star Wars fans, if I remember, man, they were freaking out, saying that this is shit. Man, watch the movie Fanboys.
I'm sending you the link. Just watch this video, how people are so happy when they come out from the theaters.
They're Star Wars fanboys. That's a difference. You can put a piece of shit in tinfoil, put the Star Wars logo on it, it'll be the best thing ever. Hey!
No, these fanboys eventually started to realize, you're a Star Wars fanboy, come on.
Yeah, I'm a fanboy, but I know a good movie when I see one.
Okay. Okay, Coming to America too.
Coming to America was okay. I said it was funny. It was good, but not as good as the original. The original movie is a cult classic. Good. It doesn't come on here.
Coming to America 2 and good should not be in the same sentence.
Look, if I'm saying if a movie's outstanding, I will tell you it's amazing, outstanding. But good is like average for me. It's good.
Just say shit.
I'm not going to say it's amazing.
Just say shit. So everything you said would be valid. I would agree with you.
I'm not going to say it's shit. I didn't think it was terrible.
It was so bad. They were like singing all the time.
It started off really strong. The movie started off amazing. It started off good, and then he went to America, and then once the son came in and the mom, and then all that stupid stuff with the lion, and then it just got really, really stupid at the end. I was like, oh, come on. It just got really silly towards the end. Just nowhere near as good as the original movie.
My mom got so bored of the movie, and she loves the original one. My mom was like, I wasted 2 hours of my life to watch this. I haven't seen my mom loves Eddie Murphy, right? And she was like, oh, it's this guy, it's this dude. I haven't seen him in a movie for such a long time, And so my mom was excited to watch Eddie Murphy, and she was so disappointed. She was like, what? Yeah, I haven't seen you for years, and this is the movie you make.
Well, he's come back into movies now, so let's see. I want him because he's working on Beverly Hills Cop 4, which might be quite interesting, and he's doing Triplets with Arnold Schwarzenegger and Danny DeVito, where he's the third brother. So let's see, maybe they can pull off something.
Third brother? Okay, how's that?
Yeah, that might be quite funny.
I mean, nice. Yeah, maybe maybe like a half brother or something.
Nah, your full triplets, because you remember the story of twins, right?
Oh yeah, triplets. But how can you have triplets and one of them is black? That's not biologically
that's the
possible.
whole point. That's the whole point.
I mean, biologically, that's impossible, right?
Well, that's the whole point. It was a scientific experiment, if you remember, in the movie Twins. And Arnold Schwarzenegger was like the baby that came out that was like, it had all the sperm of all these, like, you know, like athletes and scientists.
Okay.
But then there was a second child, which was Danny DeVito, and they said you had all the crap. So it looks like there's a third child, which was Eddie Murphy.
Okay. I don't really recall because it was such a long time ago when I watched it. So yeah. So final story.
Right, final one is Tomb Raider Definitive Survivor Trilogy Collection was accidentally leaked on Microsoft Store. This will include Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb Raider, and Shadow of the Tomb Raider, and all the DLC as well. So the thing is, I've played all three, so I'm not really. I don't think it's something I would even. I don't think I'd spend money on it.
These games came out so many times, and they were free at so many times. The PlayStation Plus version and so many times. Look.
I love how serious you were. Look, listen to me. This is what's going to happen.
If the PlayStation, if these games are gonna have, please don't make the PS5 upgrades like you have to pay for them. Make them for free. Make them for free if you already own this game. I don't have to buy the trilogy to buy the same game to get the enhanced versions. First that.
I'm looking at you, Control. I'm looking at you, Control.
Exactly. Yeah, you have to buy the Ultimate Edition to get the upgrade because for coding purposes, blah 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 blah. Such bullshit.
Bullshit.
And the second thing is, please. Second thing. Sorry. People need to realize. I know Shadow of Tomb Raider was free for PlayStation Plus users. That version probably won't get a free upgrade because you don't own the game. You don't own any PlayStation Plus game. There's just rental. There's subscriptions. So you most probably like 80% or 90% sure you won't get that you won't get the upgrade for free unless you own it. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't think it's that big of a deal to not get the upgrade.
The release date is actually quite soon, according to the leak. It's supposed to be March the 18th, which is in like 10 days because it's the 8th for us right now. So
the same day week. Same day of the Justice League Snyder's Cut release. I'm excited.
I am excited for that, man. That I'm so excited for because they've removed all of the Joss Whedon shit, which is like 70-80% of the movie. And Zack Snyder's covered the rest of it with his cut, and it's over 4 hours long. So that means there's like 3 hours and a half of unseen movie.
Yeah, I'm just gonna have to see. Yeah, we're just gonna have to see.
I'm put it this way: anything is better than the theatrical cut. Anything is better than the theatrical cut. I came out of the movie theater thinking, what the hell did I just watch? So disappointed when I came out.
It was like, why does it look like Henry Cavill had a mustache, but it was covered up?
Oh, the mustache thing was awful. How did Warner Brothers allow that to even go out into the theaters, man? Surely they looked at it and went, yeah, there's something wrong with his face. We have to wait. We should wait till Zach, at least heals from his family tragedy, and then we'll just leave it on the side for a couple of years. It would have built up. The hype would have been amazing.
They could have made in between the movies actual movies for Flash and actual movies for Batman.
Exactly, and just leave it on the side, and then let Zach come back in and do his thing.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah. Anyways, this is a long conversation, and the show would go for 2 hours. So
I know. Right. Is there any beef that you have today?
I think I went on my beef rant in the middle of the show. So
I'm not having any beef these days. I'm not really bothered. I'm just I don't know. My only beef is like health issues. You know, I
Yeah,
get constipated after eating brown bread. I have an itchy sensation between my toes. You know, usual stuff for a man who's over 40. You know, I sit down, my back aches. Oh, you know, that's my beef.
So you have been more in the mood for chicken lately, not beef.
Chicken, I don't eat beef much anyway. Very, very rarely. Beef like once every few months. Not even that more, I think. Maybe I have beef like 2-3 times in a year. Beef, I don't know. I'm not a beef eater. Never have been.
When was the last time you ate a burger? Cheeseburger?
Burger? Bloody hell. I think it was last time I told you I was going to have one. Must have been a few months ago.
Last time you told me it was like 2 weeks ago. So, liar!
No, I didn't eat it. I didn't have a burger 2 weeks ago. Maybe I mentioned it. I felt like it, but I didn't eat it.
Maybe you mentioned it when you saw my burger pictures.
Maybe, I don't know. Anyway, you know what? You know why I don't eat that much beef? Because I saw a video once of a slaughterhouse and how they do it and stuff, and I saw the cow was crying and it was trying to get out. Man, I felt so bad. And I was probably eating meat at the time when I saw it. I was like, oh my God. And
Really?
I felt terrible. Yeah.
Every time to appreciate the cow's sacrifice, I get my burger and I watch these videos. You will be like, thank you so much. No, I'm appreciating.
No, I would never do that. I think I'll burst into tears.
It's a dog eat dog world.
I'll put it this way: when we die, we'll be judged, so it's fine.
Yeah,
every single cow and chicken that you've eaten is all going to be waiting for you. We're going to fuck you up.
Hey man, if the cows want to eat my dead meat, they can come and get it. They probably die from cholesterol, but
right. If you want to check out our Instagram page, Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast, don't forget to join us on YouTube as well. Subscribe if you get the chance. You can find me on Instagram at ClintMaximus as well. Add me, tag me, do whatever you're doing. Let us know what games you're playing. What about you, Chris?
You can find me on Twitter and Instagram. It's at Taporin. That's Taporin. Follow me, add me, send me money, dollars. I am poor.
Send me money. Send me fresh dollars.
Fresh dollars.
Oh,
I don't even have PayPal for people to send me dollars. There's no PayPal in Lebanon. There's no PayPal in Lebanon.
Yeah, I've got, man. I've never used it because I've been in Lebanon all that bloody time. That's why I don't have it. Right. Take care. Have a good evening, and we'll see you next week. Bye-bye.
Follow us on Instagram at Where's the Beef Gamer Podcast.